friends. Okay, it is Big Mama. How y'all doing? How's your cousin Jim? I hope y'all are doing well. If you're new here, hey hoin. I'm Stacy, or aka Big Mama, and I own that name. I'm not as big as I used to be. I've gotten, finally my highest weight was 288. Now I'm 248. I've gotten down to 236. And then sweet tea got a hold of me, you know what I mean? And y'all, just drinking sweet tea, that's the only thing I really changed. Drinking sweet tea. And I gained weight back. Sweet hennies. Anywho, tonight for supper, it's just 3:30. Ow, I got a sore on my ear. It's just 3:30. But I am going ahead and start supper because I'm using my Instapot. Hey, hon. I love it. I love my Instapot. And I've discovered Walmart has these. I'm sure other stores do. I've just never looked. Aldi does not. Not that I've seen. Yeah, I haven't, you know, I hadn't really looked or noticed. I go for my standard brown gravy, taco seasoning mix, Aldi taco, that queso mama. Sweet child. That's still good right there. But I love the thought of this because it actually tells you step by step what to do using the Instapot. I haven't had mine long enough to really know just off the top of my head. I want to do roast. Here's how we're going to do it. I have to look it up. And so these are just perfect. I got this one, and then I've got fall off the bone ribs. FATMAN is going to be doing ribs Saturday, I think is what we're doing. I think that's still the plan. I'm not sure. But I think that's the route we're going to take. Anywho, this says it takes, set to cook for 60 minutes. But you know it's got to come up to pressure. It'll do that 60 minutes and then it's got to go down. But this says, when done, quick release. Let stand 10 minutes before opening lid. And serve roast with peppers and sauce. So, and the ingredients are on here too. I'm going to need this pack of mix. I'm going to need a 2 to 3 pound. I've got a 1 point, oh shoot, let me break everything while I'm doing it. I've got a 1.72 pound roast. He's a little guy. But look at the price. That's why we didn't go any thicker. Oh, and Mama Cat, hey hon, hey Kathy. She'd evidently never heard thicker than a Snicker. So here's how it goes. Thicker than a Snicker, heavier than a Chevy. Anywho, I'm going to cut that in half. A cup of water, a half a stick of butter, and 7 porcini peppers. Now usually if you're doing it in the crock pot, it will tell you to go ahead and do like a whole short jar. I guess this would be just like a short jar. It's 16 ounces. What are the little short wide jars? They're really wide. So I'm thinking that's, am I wrong in thinking it's 16 ounces? Because it's about like half of this, but it's round. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Anywho, I only need 7 of them. So, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this stuff in the slow cooker. So, I'm only going to do 7 of these and a little bit of the juice. And it's supposed to be half a stick of butter. But I've got just a little bit over a half. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the whole thing in. Alright, so let me get y'all over there. And we're going to cut up this roast. And then we're going to Stomp and dump, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get over here. If I can make room for y'all. Hey, hon. Alright, I'm going to get this over here. And I guess you got to do it in the order they say to have the best cook. I'm glad it was still in the wrap. I dropped my roast. I'm glad it was still in the wrapper. That would have been, whoops. Because that floor was nasty. That was going to be one of my chores today. It never happened. I'm still dealing with this UTI. And I'm not a happy person with it. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. It's giving me bladder spasms. And so I went yesterday to my urologist. Because they have to see me anytime. And I know it's a UTI. Just go ahead and give me my meds and send me on my way. But he wants to take samples and make sure he just gives you the antibiotic for what you need. What bacteria is it? Alright, well, I'm running my pie hole. I'm going to cut this in half. I'm not going to put him out on my counter. He is still partially frozen. But using meat cuts better. Still just a little bit frozen. Yeah. He didn't move around on me. You know? Yeah, we're just going to cut through those little pieces and this fat. I really kind of want the fat to stay on there. Well, it's got fat marbling through. So let's play butcher and we're going to cut some of this off. Let's see. I've seen too many episodes of Mr. Poppet. He'll go along cutting all the attachments. So I guess that could be... I'm not going to pop anything though. Hey, if you ever get meat with a like pimple or a cyst type thing on it, believe it or not, it can happen. Quality control is not 100% control. It can happen. If you get meat and it's got a zit or a cyst or a pimple or whatever you want to call it, do not eat that meat. You plan something else for that night, you take that sucker back to the store, you show them that, I ain't eating that, no, because it has that bacteria in it. And guess what? You eat it, where's that bacteria going? In your gut. Okay, so this says add water to the pot. So I'm going to get y'all where you can see down in the Instapot. So... there's our cup of water. That goes in first. I guess it would help if I go ahead and plug it in. Okay. Yes, I hear you, darling. Alright. Put roast in pot. It does not say use the rack. It doesn't say to use the rack. So I guess we just put it in there like that. Sprinkle with the seasoning packet. There. Oh, it smells good. It doesn't smell like ranch. I was thinking maybe they just took brown gravy mix and ranch mix and mixed it together, but no. Okay, top with butter and peppers, and I'm going to top it with my butter. I am going to take and make little pats. I saw somebody on YouTube do that with their, in the crock pot. They did it with their roast, and they just kind of put the little pats all over the meat. See, and on the crock pot one, you always use a whole stick of butter, right? Yeah. So this one's actually saving me some ingredients. So it's more cost effective making the one with a little packet. I'm sure, as long as I remember the directions and the amounts, I could just probably do it with a brown gravy packet and a ranch packet in the pepperoncinis. That's basically Mississippi roast. And that was what this one's called. So, alright, let's get these peppers open. Oh, sweet heavens. Sweet heavens, it ain't coming open. I've got a jar opener somewhere. Aha. Oh, I got this from PassionatePennyPincher.com. In this kitchen, we lick the spoon. Ain't that the truth? Girl. Well, pooh. Maybe to wrap my shirt around it. That's not working. My shoulder won't let me open it. Ah. Oh, that got it. When in doubt, bang it out. Alright, we need 7. Oh, these smell so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that one's a little piece of fuzz on my finger. 6. And number 7, we're just going to kind of dump down in there. A little bit of juice. Not much. Not like the whole jar. Okay. Now, what's our next step? That's all our ingredients. I'm just going to stick that in the fridge here in a minute. So, set to cook. Set to cook for 60 minutes. Oh, come on now, girly. Okay. It's on pressure. Oh, no. It's on venting. I had it on sealing. I'm a goofball. Alright, now. Let's binge y'all up. And we're going to do cook. Pressure cook, right? Set to cook. Because there is no other cook. Right? Okay, it's on. Now I gotta set it for 60 minutes. Do I hit that again or no? Okay, it's on. So it'll do for 60 minutes. On meat stew. Oh, that one. Okay, we need to cancel. I didn't read far enough ahead. This is where you're supposed to read the whole step. Set to cook for 60 minutes on meat stew. Okay. When done, quickly release the pressure. Let stand 10 minutes. Okay, so she's doing her thing. Alright. Sorry for the jiggling and jangling. My right shoulder's just kind of doing its thing, you know what I mean? Look at that, though. Look at that. And he was talking about, well, as long as it's not really hurting you. And I'm like, it doesn't hurt. It's sore. It's a sore feeling. Honey, it hurt when it was messed up. But now that it's fixed, it's just sore from the surgery. So I can tell once the soreness goes out, praise the Lord, I'm going to go ahead and name it and claim it. My shoulder is going to feel better than it ever has. And to everybody that said they loved me taking off my clothes yesterday, sweet hannies. I might have found me a new business. I can go work at Wesley's. For those of you that are not in Alabama, you do not know about Wesley's Booby Trap. I kid you not, Girl Scouts Honor, that is the name. Wesley's Booby Trap. I will link James Spann, the weatherman. You know the weatherman. Honey, he's famous down here. He was talking about a tornado. This has been a couple of years back. He was talking about a tornado up that way. It's in Anniston. And he said if you were between, and everybody uses Wesley Booby Trap as a landmark. Like, okay, when you get there, when you're dead in, and that you'll see Wesley's. It's a strip club in a double wide. Yes, ma'am, it is. It is a strip club in a double wide. I kid you not. And they have Fidget Spinner Friday. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I could work there on a Tuesday night. Because you figure ain't many men up in a strip club on a Tuesday night unless they desperate. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they ain't got no dinero either. You know what I mean? But I could do titty tater tot Tuesday. Titties and tater tots don't go together. I better quit. But anywho, James Spann used it to landmark for a tornado. He said if you're between Wesley's Booby Trap and the First Baptist Church, take cover. Tornado headed your way. And everybody knew exactly, pinpoint exactly from here to here. Yep. Because the First Baptist Church is you right over at the street from the strip club. They ain't got far to walk. Lord have mercy. I need to hug. Maybe that anesthesia did something to my brain. Maybe we're going to say that it did. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. And I'll give you a listen. So how are y'all doing? Y'all doing good, I hope. Well, I probably am not going to find it quickly. Yeah, I know where. Oh, wait. It's because it's on shorts. I'm not looking for a short video. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, Hans, I'm back. I thought I'd screwed up, but the good Lord looked out for me, I tell you what. I'm watching my tea, girl. Yes, Berlin. I forgot to add the vegetables. It wasn't on the... that was something that I was doing. And it wasn't on the, you know, the ingredients, the instructions. That's it. Instructions. I'm from Alabama, y'all. Anywho, it's a good thing that it didn't, because if I would have put them in there, they would have been nothing but mush. I looked up how long to cook your vegetables in the Instapot, and it said 9 to 12 minutes. I put in potatoes and it said 5 to 7, but I think what I'm going to do is do the 9. Surely I don't think it'll be too soft. That's better than 60 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So here's my potatoes cut up. Had a ton load of them. And then I think I am going to go ahead and do a whole thing of carrots. That way we'll have leftovers. Yeah. So maybe tomorrow night we could hook up leftovers. Right, Samuel?
Right, hon.
That man's home. Like I said, it's 10 after 5 now. Ooh, that's testing my shoulder now. But see, I'm so used to doing everything with my right hand, but right. I crochet right-handed. I hadn't crocheted in a hot minute. I do everything with my right hand. I'm going to take that outer part off. Let's clear up this little mess. What I'm going to do is take my... Oh, hey, y'all. I'm going to take my roast out of the Instapot. In fact, we're minus 13 minutes. It's been shut off for 13 minutes. I am just going to chop up this onion. And I might put one more onion in it. I got a lot of potatoes and a lot of carrots. So I'm cutting it in like pieces like that. And I've got celery. I remembered to get celery. And then the rest of it we can have as, you know, just snack. Just to kind of eat on. I've got cream cheese in there. So I could make ants on a log or peanut butter and raisins or just plain or however we want it. Carol Beth is not one for celery. Honey, Brian and Becca used to love when we made ants on a log. They loved decorating them. They liked it with cream cheese too. And they were like, how come Carol Beth don't like this? And she just don't. With her, I think it was a texture thing. She really and truly didn't start eating meat until... How old was Carol Beth when she finally started eating meat?
7 or 8.
I thought she was a little bit older than that.
No, she might have been.
She would only eat hot dogs and chicken nuggets. Yeah, she said chicken nuggets weren't meat. They were nuggets, and she was basically right. I don't know if they really have any meat in them. You remember her saying that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to get... Look at that stretch. It has been sore today, though. I got physical therapy tomorrow. Alright, we're going to undo our lid. And we're going to see if this is done. Let's see if they stood me wrong. Let's get plastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out... Oh yeah, that is done. I'm going to take out the meat, and I'm just going to leave that juice in there. I'm probably going to put foil over this meat. I think I will. Let me go ahead and get the peppers out. I'm going to leave the juice in, and that's what I'm going to cook with my veggies. Just to give them that beef flavor and, you know, make them juicy. I'm putting a little bit of the, as I'm pulling the pepperoncinis out, any gravy that I do get caught up in the, stems. So this is what I got on my plate. That's my roast and the pepperoncinis and a little bit of the gravy. I still have that much gravy left. So, hey y'all. I am just going to set my roast to the side until I get my veggies going. So, and I'm just going to kind of wing this. I'm just going to take my whole thing of veggies and I'm going to dump them in. And we're going to stir. There. Does it have to be completely covered in water? I don't think so. We're going to find out. Alright, so we're going to put it on seal. And let's just do pressure cook. We're going to turn keep warm off. Oh, do I have to let it cool down some? Why is it not doing? Ah, you hit cancel. Of course you do. We're going to split the difference. We're going to go to, let's do the 9. Okay, so it's on. We're going to do it for 9 minutes. It's quick release, and then we'll check them. I'm just going to stab them with a fork. Oh, and about Wesley's booby trap. I cannot find the James Spann thing. It was on there. I guess I'm not wording it right or something. I don't know. Anywho, it wasn't Aniston. It's alabaster that thing's in. The cootie brain, remember? I remember I can't say the word. The virus. Alright, so I got them sitting in that, and I'm going to wrap foil over my roast. We're going to let this do its thing, and then we'll be ready to eat supper. I'm excited. Okay, hon. I'm quick releasing. That's the noise. And I'm anxious to see if my veggies are done. And I did have to put the meat back in there. It shredded up great. I mean, I could barely touch it. It fell apart. So I was thinking, oh, this is going to be so good and tender. It was chewy. Like, very, very chewy. Even FATMAN tried some. He's like, that's awfully chewy. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So I threw the meat back in there with the veggies. And I did have it on meat stew. And I did it for 15 minutes. Yeah. It's just releasing. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm kind of stirring it up. Oh yeah, my potatoes are definitely done. And if you hit them too hard with a spoon, they squish you. But my carrots held their shape, but they're done. Alright, here's my taters. See how they kind of... Oh, that one's holding its shape. I'm going to kind of try to stir that meat in. See, it fell apart like that. I mean, it shredded up. Oh, shoot. It shredded up great. But let's... Maybe now that it's cooked another 15 minutes. Shredded. Maybe now we'll... Ooh, that's hot. Oh, and I dropped it down in there. Let's take our fork. I'm blowing it, y'all. I just want to try it and see if it's chewy. Still chewy. Great flavor. Alright, so what do I do to make it where it ain't chewy?
Hey, pal.
And that's like chewing gum. It's 6 o'clock. Do I keep cooking? Well, no. It'd do my vegetables to pure mush. So, we're just going to plate it up. Oh, another thing. When I pulled the roast out, all that seasoning powder was like dried on top. It was wet looking, but it wasn't mixed in. So here's some that I scraped off the top. Like I said, it's got great taste. I'm still chewing now. Alright, I'm going to plate it up. I'm going to try to stir. I'm going to leave the peppers in it because FATMAN might want some. And I'll tell Carol Beth to watch for them. Yeah, that made a good bit. Look at there. I did a lot of veggies because I knew that roast wasn't huge. We're used to huge roast because we usually grow our own cows. I guess it wouldn't be grow your own cow. I guess it would be raise your own cow. Alright, I've gotten to where nothing else is going on here. So I'm just going to start plating this up. That's too many of the carrots though. Yeah, it's coming down to where it's carrots. There's celery. I'm going to make this for Carol Beth. I know she won't want celery. She doesn't want onion. I'm trying to get her some more potatoes. And they're like under there. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. She does not need a pepper. Alright, and let's get that celery out. Okay, there's her plate. So, yeah, like I said, other than being chewy, great flavor, but chewy. So if anybody knows how to do roast in the Instapot where it's not chewy, please let me know. Because I cooked it on meat stew for an hour, took it out, shredded it, put it back in, and cooked it for another 15 minutes. And it's still chewy. So, until next time, be good, be sweet, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing, share, play nice with others. If you need bail money, I'm probably the reason why. Maybe we've been to Wesley's Booby Trap, who knows. Until next time, bye y'all.